The first thing that struck me wasn't the laughter. It was the silence that preceded it. That kind of silence that splits the world in two, heavy, expectant, waiting for the knife to fall. I was late to my own anniversary dinner. That wasn't by accident. I had lingered outside the restaurant, peering through the window, watching her. The woman who once couldn't bear to eat without me was now surrounded by friends, a stranger's hand resting casually on her back. They looked radiant together. Betrayal always seems to shine under the right light. When I finally stepped inside, everything froze. Their laughter hung midair, like smoke trapped in a jar. Then came the smiles. Too bright. Too forced. "Ah, he made it," someone said. My wife rose, eyes glistening, not with love, no, but with performance. She held a manila envelope. "Divorce papers." "Happy anniversary," she whispered, her voice sweet but sharp. Her friends laughed. The man beside her raised his glass. "To his new king," he toasted. I looked at her, then at him. I smiled, signed silently, without a word. They applauded. And as their claps echoed, I remembered the text that started this 6 weeks ago, sent from an unknown number. "You deserve to know who she really spends her nights with." At first, I assumed it was a mistake. We'd been married 7 years. Yes, routine had replaced passion, but betrayal requiring imagination? She always seemed too grounded for that. Then came the gaps, late meetings, unreachable weekends, perfume that wasn't hers, floral, too youthful. One night, I asked where she'd been. She kissed my cheek, smiled, said, "Work drinks." Her lips tasted of gin and another man's patience. I didn't accuse. I observed. Silence terrifies more than rage. I noticed her new passwords, the way she guarded her phone, leaving it face down even when it buzzed. I didn't check immediately. I let her feel secure. That's when I began planning. Not revenge yet. Just truth. Because truth, wielded properly, destroys quietly. I started with the phone bill, then her calendar, then hotel loyalty points. Patterns emerged, same dates, same downtown hotel. One afternoon, I passed the hotel cafe. There she was, laughing with a man I recognized, a colleague. He touched her wrist like it was a secret. She let him. That was the first moment I felt it, not anger, not need for control, but a sharp calm that sliced through my chest and left everything clear. I hired a private investigator, not because I doubted, but because I wanted indisputable proof. Photos. Receipts. Meanwhile, I played my part, loving husband, provider, listener. Every "I love you" she offered, I returned. Every lie she told, I logged. At night, lying beside her, listening to her breathe, I realized betrayal can sound like peace if you don't listen closely. 3 weeks later, the investigator called. His voice clinical. "Reports in your email." "I'm sorry. I wasn't." The photos were precise, her and him at a hotel bar, her hand on his thigh, her head on his shoulder, finally, her lips on his outside a black car. I stared, not at them, but at her expression, ease, joy. The woman in those pictures wasn't mine. She was free. That night, she returned late. I waited in the kitchen. The report printed, folded neatly next to her wine glass. She froze. "Is this?" "Yes." She reached for it. I didn't stop her. Her eyes scanned line by line, lips trembling. She looked up. "You followed me?" "No," I said. "I just paid attention." Tears came, soft, rehearsed, the kind meant to convert guilt into sympathy. I didn't move. I let her drown in them. "Can we talk about this?" she whispered. "We already have," I said. "You just didn't realize it." Which brings us to tonight, our anniversary, the dinner she orchestrated, the audience she assembled. She thought she controlled the narrative, would humiliate me, make me sign, and walk away with her lover as queen. She didn't know what I had done. The envelope she gave me held divorce papers. The one I handed her after signing contained something else, the investigator's report, plus one more page, her company's ethics clause. She had been sleeping with a subordinate. One email had already gone to her board. Another to her lover's wife. When she opened it, laughter vanished. Friends went silent. Her lover paled. I raised my glass. To truth, I said. Then I thanked them for their company, honesty, and entertainment and walked out, calm, weightless, free. Behind me, I heard her whisper my name, half plea, half disbelief. I didn't turn. Outside, the night was colder than I expected. Clean. I stood by my car, watching my reflection. I looked like a man who had stopped pretending. Love doesn't die with betrayal. It suffocates beneath it, leaving only an outline of what you once were. Tonight, I buried that outline. She tried to burn the life we built for spectacle. I handed her the match and watched her light herself instead. I didn't need applause or revenge, only silence. As I drove away, I realized something simple. Closure isn't peace. It's knowing they'll never have any.